Shut it down. Shut it all the way down and blame it on the Democrats because it is their fault. If the government shut down, it is the fault of the Democrats, and Republicans don't cave. Don't fall for the okie doke. President Donald J. Trump, don't fall for the okie doke. Let the government shut down. And you want to know why the Democrats want to shut it down? Because the Republicans are refusing to give free health care to illegal immigrants.
What's up, my people? Welcome back to my channel, Iyano Show. KE. Hope you're good, hope you're fine. Guys, I just want guys to appreciate you for just tuning in my channel, and for those that are new here, this is a safe channel that speak about the content that you need. So in case you haven't subscribed, so subscribe. In case we put a new video, you'll be the first one to watch it. Guys, there is breaking news from USA. The US government is shutting down, and it is shutting down because of miscommunication between the Democrats and Republicans due to tax policies and health care policies. So black Americans have raised alarm and said that they are not happy about the government shutting down, and some are saying that let it shut down and let blame the Republicans. So guys, here are some of the reaction of black people reacting to what is going on in America about the government shutting down. And the shutting down will have a major impact on government officials, especially the soldiers, the soldiers there in the US Army, and many of the people, including the civil servants. So here's some of the reaction of black Americans people reacted to the story about America shutting down, and it has shut down closely midnight today. So here's some of the reaction. In case you are new here, just consider subscribing.
Shut it down. Shut it all the way down and blame it on the Democrats because it is their fault. If the government shut down, it is the fault of the Democrats, and Republicans don't cave. Don't fall for the okie doke. President Donald J. Trump, don't fall for the okie doke. Let the government shut down. And you want to know why the Democrats want to shut it down? Because the Republicans are refusing to give free health care to illegal immigrants. They ain't supposed to be here any damn way. Free health care? Americans don't even get free health care. So why in the world do y'all want illegal immigrants to get free health care when Americans don't even get free health care? Make it make sense. And so y'all want the American people to suffer because you want illegal immigrants who are going to be deported anyway to get free health care? What? Shut it down. Y'all, I do believe it's going to get shut down because the Democrats don't care about the American people. Kalshi is right. It's a 92% chance right now. Actually, I would say it's about 100% chance because I will bet on the Democrats to not do what is right for the American people, so the government is going to shut down because the Democrats don't give a damn, but y'all don't fall for the okie doke. Don't even fall for it. Do you get free health care? So why in the world are they fighting for illegal immigrants to get free health care? Why? Why? It don't make no sense, do it? Republicans don't fall for the okie doke. Don't let them shut it down. Shut it on down. I'll be damned if some illegal immigrants get free health care when people who are from America don't even get free health care. Don't nobody in my family get free health care. Come on, y'all. Make it make sense. The shutdown's going to happen, but blame it on the Democrats. Oh, this 92 is going to 100%. I can guarantee you that because the Democrats don't give a damn about the American people. So, we going to see, though. We are going to see. But if it's shut down, blame it on the Democrats. Blame it on them.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. It's not like they didn't gut it everything anyway. So shut it down.
When the government shut down, that mean the rest of us shutting down too, right? I mean, everything else gonna be shutting down too. I'm talking about work, school, everything shutting down, right? Because I'm tired of these niggas picking and choosing whenever the fuck they want to shut down, reopen, fire, do this, do it. Like, damn. All this because y'all can't figure out how to distribute some money. Nigga, give it to me, I'll distribute it, nigga. Because I'm about to treat y'all like some fucking high schoolers and college students and middle schoolers. This shit is due 11:59 tonight. Figure it the fuck out.
And you know what pisses me off the most? The government be acting broker than our mamas after Christmas break. But always got their fucking hand out looking for something. They be handing out the biggest tax cuts, and then we'll turn around and tell the average American citizen that they broke as shit. Oh, we gotta shut down. You better go call Elon and them. You better go call Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Larry. Get them all of that. Call them all. You better go call them. I don't know what the fuck you want us to do. You gave them the biggest tax breaks. You knew that shit wasn't coming back to them. And that ROI wasn't going to be immediate. Because when you gave the tax breaks, the economy was already in shitty condition. Now you looking at us. We got churches over here asking for $800,000 in donations. I'm sitting here looking like, well, damn. I only needed $50,000 to get my news station up off the ground, and I was feeling a little off or a little bad for accident donations. Then I thought about it. The government quite literally has not stopped asking for donations since they've ever existed. In fact, they were so audacious that they started asking MAGA for donations to help cover the trillions of dollars of worth of debt. They kept asking MAGA this year to help cover the trillions of dollars worth of debt in the American economy. And my question is, if there's trillions of dollars worth of debt, what the fuck gives you the right to measure my income to debt ratio? I want to know. Because it sounds to me like you giving tax breaks and shit, knowing you ain't fucking got it. Then you turn around looking at us like we got something to get a fuck up. Like shit wasn't already stretched thin. Like we wasn't already robbing Peter to pay motherfucking Paul. Like we wasn't already trying to stretch $1 and to try to make $1 out of 15 cents. You handing out tax breaks left and right. You get a tax break, you get a tax break, you get a tax break, and trying to squeeze the middle class as if there was any money there to begin with. That's why they call it the middle class. It's only some there. It ain't a lot. And y'all still got y'all hand out. You better go ask Elon. They over there jumping for joy every other day about the investments that they got. JD Vance, don't he own Rumble? $26 billion in shit, or $26 million in shares of Rumble. Don't he also own that company that just swiped them farms from up underneath them farms, 7th generation of farms? Don't he also did he co-found that company? Ain't they making money up off that shit? The company that JD Vance co-owns that provides funding to Rumble is a funding company. It's not just no regular old company. It's a funding company. And then y'all just make like $55 billion off of the selling of EA Sports. If you don't get the fuck out my face asking me for some goddamn money. Like you ain't just spent over 2 years handing us your ass to kiss when we told you to stop sending our money up overseas. I ain't got it. You better go turn one of them billionaires upside down. Shake their pockets out. Y'all celebrities at the top that's been getting in nefarious shit over these years, Kardashians, you know I'm talking to you. You better get your affairs in order, get them ducks in a row, baby. Because once they realize we ain't got it, where you think they come to get it from? It ain't from our couch cushions, I can guarantee you that.
So the Democrats want to give away $1.4 billion of free motherfucking money to the immigrants for health care. And if the other side don't agree with it, they talking about shutting down the motherfucking government. Why the fuck do you bitches fight so hard for everybody but your own motherfucking people? I'm sorry, those folks weren't supposed to be here to begin with. I don't really give two flying fucks. What about us? What about us motherfuckers who struggle to pay for health care? And even though we pay a fortune on our motherfucking health care, it still ain't enough. It still the fuck ain't enough. You still gotta come out of pocket for hella shit. Motherfuckers dying because they can't afford health care around this bitch. Are you fucking kidding me? You be dying and have to be motherfucking airlifted. You know how much that shit costs? I saw a lady post her bill. It was almost $60,000 motherfucking dollars. That's what we deal with when it comes to healthcare. Sorry, not motherfucking sorry. They gotta fend for their goddamn self. Help us, Americans, before you worry about helping everybody else. God damn. I'm sick of that motherfucking ass. And you know what? I don't even think the money going to the people. The money they want to give to the illegal immigrants, it ain't going to the illegal immigrants. It's going in their pocket.
How does a government shutdown affect military members? I'm about to tell you, and save this video to your favorites so that you can come back to it later. First thing that you need to know is that the military does not stop, bro. Even if the government does shut down, active duty members are still considered essential. That means that you still show up for work, deployments don't stop, the mission still goes on, bro. But here's the catch, paychecks might not hit on time. If Congress does not pass a budget bill or a temporary funding bill, service members could possibly have to work without getting paid until this stuff gets sorted out. Now, eventually funding does get restored and everybody gets back paid, but man, in the moment, woo, that can hit real hard, bro. Especially if you have bills, rent, and a family to take care of. But it's not just, service members that's feeling this squeeze, bro. If you are a government employee and you support the military, your job could also be furloughed. And that basically means you are sent home without getting paid at all. That can affect, child care, the commissaries, even some, medical programs. So the bottom line is work don't stop, the mission don't stop, but your money might get delayed. It's one of those reminders like, while you working in the military, man, stack some money on the side just in case something like this happens. This is pretty much going to happen almost every year. It's very often that the Republican and the Democratic Party can never decide on a budget, man. But if you are, struggling to make ends meet during this shutdown, you can lean on USAA or Navy Federal. I believe they give zero interest loans to get you through the shutdown. So, man, save this video to your favorites and send this to somebody that needs to hear.
All right, y'all. So let's get into it about this government shutdown that will be taking place tomorrow. So the congressional leaders from the Republican Party and the Democratic Party could not come to an agreement about the funding, right? And there's many factors that go with that, but one of the main things that I'm seeing them point fingers about in the media is in reference to the health. So make a long story short, the Democrats are for, keeping Obamacare, advancing it for about the 24 million American citizens who utilize it and go from there. The Republicans, no surprise, are against that. They want to increase payout by 75%. And they also feel like the illegal immigrants will benefit from Obamacare, which is not true. One of the requirements to even get Obamacare is being a U.S. citizen. This will lead to about an average of 750,000 federal workers being furloughed, but the Trump administration is pushing for there to be a mass firing. So technically, it won't be a furlough for all departments. For the people who's coming online saying, I'm not a federal worker, it don't affect me. One, stop being so fucking selfish. I'm not a federal worker, right? But I do have compassion for those who are being done wrong. They don't deserve this. Every year they're going through a possible government shutdown. And then this is something different for the fact that the administration is trying to dismantle many federal organizations and departments, leaving them stranded without a job. Not based on something that they did wrong, their work performance or anything like that, just based off of their own personal greed and their own personal gain in the government. That's not right. Secondly, you will be affected. It always have a negative domino effect. There's no way in the world that you think over 750,000 federal employees might be, terminated or whatever the case may be, and you won't get affected. And instead of looking at it as, oh, well, that's them, not me, we need to find different methods to make sure that we're protected during this transition for as many people as possible, hopefully for everybody, and move as one and stop the division bullshit. This is not all the tips, but first things first. One, make sure that you have full access to all of your money. This shutdown may affect the banks and how fast they do certain things. So if you have certain things in your savings, your checking, just make sure that you have access to all that you need. Get your essentials. Get certain things in order. If you have a family, figure out how this will affect you, if it will, and make moves accordingly.
If you're not sure if it will, do not wait to the last minute. Do not wait for something bad to happen, then make a plan. Make a plan for if you're good and if you're not, so that you'll be okay. I'm going to come up with more things for you, but money is number one. As far as the situation, make sure you have access, and then we'll go from there. Okay?
Guys, it looks like the government will shut down tonight, which will be October 1st, 2025. So what has happened today is Congress and the Senate has been voting on to extend the budget or continue to fund the government until November 21. They've had several votes, and the majority of the senators and the Congress people have turned that down. So it looks like the government will shut down tonight, which will be October 1st. Some people may say, well, I don't have anything to do with this. This is not going to affect me. This is going to affect all of us directly or indirectly. We're going to see slower government services such as passport, longer lines at the airports, people who need Social Security appointments, they're not going to get an appointment. People who need services at the hospitals. Guys, this will affect everyone. Guess who will continue to be paid if the government is shut down? I'll give you a minute. Congress and the senators will continue to get paid because their funding comes from a whole nother source. Let that sink in for a minute. I don't know about you, but I'm very disappointed in our leadership in Washington. Follow me for more updates. Hang in there, people. We'll get through this too.
I know there's a lot of distractions going on right now in this country. But as we speak right now, the government is this close to shutting down. The government is this close to a shutdown right now. And that's going to impact millions. Soldiers not getting paid. In this temperature and climate of the country, they're not getting paid. All federal employees, their families, they're not getting the check. So a lot of them are just going to be told to go home on furlough without getting paid. The rest are essential workers, your TSA workers, your mail, the weather people. They're going to be told to go to work without getting paid. So this is where the problem happens for us, because everything's going to be impacted with delays. Well, not at all. Checks, inspecting SNAP, and Social Security, all this stuff, it's going to be delayed. Even though they have to go to work and process these checks, they're going to be delayed. And so the thing about a government shutdown, the more it goes on, the worse it gets. And it's going to cost billions in the long run. And the thing about a government shutdown, by law, even though the federal employees don't get paid, Congress has to get paid.
So the government might shut down unless Congress agrees to a funding plan. Let me break it down for you. So the government might shut down tonight, September 30th at midnight, if they do not come up with a funding plan. So normally every year, October 1 is the new fiscal year in which Congress votes or they approve a budget during that time for the remainder of the year, the entirety of the year. However, the Republicans drafted up a bill and did not include any input of Democrats and said, yeah, here you go, vote on this. Yeah, and the Democrats said, no, we're not doing that. So what's going to happen is the Democrats have chosen to not sign or to not vote on this bill, which may cause a government shutdown. And I know some of you might say, well, I thought the Republicans run the House and the Senate. Yeah, they do. However, they still need at least 7 Democrats to vote on this bill. Now, mind you, this bill or this continuing resolution will only be allocated for 7 weeks. And then they will go back to the negotiation table. So this whole government shutdown is only for, I guess, 7 weeks of funding. If they decide to vote and get their 7 Democrats that they need to vote on this bill. And then it's back to the drawing board again in the hopes of another government shutdown if they do not agree to terms, right? Now, the Republicans don't want to fund healthcare. They just said, we done with it, we away with it. We don't want to extend any more help to Medicare, Medicaid, and basically the Democrats are like, we need Affordable Care Act Act premium subsidies. Now, I know you're probably thinking, what is an Affordable Care Act premium subsidy, right? So a premium subsidy is basically financial assistance to families of a household size and income that do not qualify or would not be able to pay for these healthcare subsidies. So the Democrats want an extension on the Affordable Care Act subsidies, and the Republicans are saying basically go to hell, which is really not ethical, because on these appropriations or continuing resolutions, they're supposed to be a bipartisan agreement where both parties or both sides, Republicans and Democrats, can kind of come to some sort of agreement, right? So I know you're wondering, well, what does it really look like? Mainly, government employees across the board would not get any type of funding. Mainly, employees would not get paid at all. Services will be shut down. Essential services are in jeopardy. So I know you're asking what programs or services might stop. And the list is programs that basically help our unfortunate or less fortunate individuals. Federal grants, national parks and services, rental assistance programs, federal trash and maintenance, small business support. Passport services can be delayed, as well as Social Security and SNAP can be delayed as well. And I know you're thinking, well, what continues? So although passport services are going to be delayed, that will still continue, as well as military, Department of Homeland Security, and ICE. Also, USPS mail services, which is self-funded, will continue. Air traffic control will continue, as well as veteran benefits and services. So as it stands, Congress has 5 hours to decide whether they're going to fund this bill or not. And then complete chaos. Yeah, pretty much. Because how are you going to shut down services, and the federal government is the largest employer in the United States? So not only would that go down, as well as our economy, less spending, no going out far as travel to and from, a lot of things will start to go down, and everyone will be affected by this. Not just federal government employees, everyone. Small businesses, local governments, everyone. So we'll see by midnight.
If the Democrats cave tomorrow, I'm done. I've done all I could do. I've said all I could say. They had better not cave tomorrow. If they cave tomorrow, I'm done. I'm done with the Democrats. I know we're supposed to be resting, but this period of rest is not necessarily resting. It's not being pulled into the drama that's going on in the streets. And clearly that's working, because they're killing themselves. Like, every mass shooting is them against them. So we're doing our part. But if Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries don't hold the line, I'm done. I'm going to literally disappoint my ancestors. And I'm not playing. Because what the fuck you mean you caving? What you mean you caving? We worked too hard for this. You know how hard Obama had to work to get Affordable Care Act plan passed. So you just gonna let it go? We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We worked too hard for that. And I'm gonna let y'all know something. It's not a me thing. I have insurance. I'm a disabled vet. It's not me. But I care about people.